The dense forest echoed with the rustling of leaves as Elara moved swiftly between the towering trees. She had lived in these woods her entire life, learning the ways of the wild, how to hunt, how to survive, and most importantly, how to fight. But tonight, the forest was not her ally. It was the battlefield. A sudden snap of a branch made her heart race. She turned, her emerald eyes scanning the darkness. 3 men emerged from the shadows, their faces twisted with malice. Their weapons gleamed under the moonlight, and Elara knew they were not here to talk. "You should have stayed hidden, girl," one of them sneered, stepping forward with a dagger in hand. Elara's grip tightened around the wooden staff she carried. She took a deep breath. Fear was a useless emotion now. The first man lunged at her, his blade slicing through the air. With a swift movement, she sidestepped, slamming the end of her staff into his ribs. He gasped, stumbling backward. The second attacker came at her with a crude axe. Elara ducked, rolling beneath his strike, then spun, sweeping his legs out from under him. He hit the ground hard, groaning in pain. The last man hesitated, eyeing her warily. She could see doubt flickering in his eyes. That was her chance. With lightning speed, she drove her staff against his wrist, knocking his sword away. Before he could recover, she struck his temple, and he collapsed into the dirt. Panting, Elara stepped back, her muscles tense, waiting. Silence descended, broken only by the chirping of crickets and the pounding of her own heart. She had faced death and emerged victorious, but the victory felt hollow. These men were bandits, yes, but they were also desperate, driven by hunger and poverty. Elara sheathed her staff and looked at the fallen men, a wave of sadness washing over her. She knew she couldn't leave them there to die. She would find help. She would bring them to the village healer